Alright guys, so with Watch Dogs Invasion being out for a little bit over a week or so now, I figured it's time we get some videos out there to show everybody how to properly invade and counter invasion with tips. This is all going to be just from footage that I took during the past, I'd say, 5 days or so. This weekend I went a bit more ham. So I'm going to show you guys some things that I use to increase my odds of countering invasions and what I do to successfully help me invade.
This out.
So how do you know if you're being invaded? Well, first off, NPCs will no longer be recruitable or able to be saved. As you can see here with this NPC, I cannot recruit her, and I cannot save her on my list. Same with this guy. Also, the elevator says it's unavailable. Instead of saying if you're under pursuit, it would say that you're under pursuit, and you wouldn't be able to access it. So this lets me know I was being invaded. This guy over here is the actual invader. You can see the red dot. That's how you know he's the actual hacker. He should never be as close as he is, and this is what ends up getting him killed, besides his obvious roll back there to try to engage me.
Your data is safe, but they will surely try again.
So if you know that you're being invaded and you have no real good position to defend yourself, if you can, get away with a fast vehicle, and I recommend hiding in a bar. The key advantage to being in a bar is there's two ways to get in, and if you use a vehicle to block, it'll be obvious when a player tries to sneak in, as opposed to NPCs wouldn't be doing the behavior that the player will do. Now, they could get you by sending a drone in there to scan you, but you'll have opportunities to counter that by knocking it out of the air, or if you're aiding using your disable ability to knock the drone out. If you're the invader, you should never sit in one open location for too long. You could always hide in plain sight, but it'll be obvious as hell to anybody who plays the game when you're hiding and when you're obvious like this guy was. This guy had an opportunity to jump anywhere and get away from me, but he never did so. He just hunkered down and hoped for the best. Never do that, and always make use of your copy ability as the invader. So this one is extremely important that a lot of people apparently didn't get the memo on. When you're invading people, use a drone. Key advantages is you're not directly in front of the guy for him to immediately spot you and kill you. And on top of that, you could kind of see him and he can't see you. So if you're well hidden, in this case this guy's on a barge and I'm up on a bridge, he's going to have a long time trying to get to me. Now another thing that you could do is you can't kill them or they'll win and you'll fail. But you can certainly wound them and let NPCs finish them off for you, like we'll see here. Now this one should be an obvious tip, but I figure I'll say it because the video will speak for itself. And you're trying to blend in, do not run directly up to the guy you're invading, because it makes it incredibly easy for him to spot you and eliminate you. Now, feel free to copy NPCs around you to gain their abilities and their look, but in this case, you're going to see here, this guy tries to get away by using his stealth as the shotgun class, but it doesn't work out too well for him. So, remember, always keep away and always try to blend in or be camouflaged, and never roll up to your opponent. Now, if you do get discovered, just because they spotted you and they're trying to kill you doesn't mean the fight's over. In this case, I copied the spy character near where I invaded this guy, and I'm going to use his abilities to my advantage to keep myself alive long enough for me to finish the mission.
Just a little bit more.
So here he sees me because I'm hiding behind a dumpster, plain as day, and I disabled his weapons, and now we're in a melee fight where I'm spamming counters. So he's going to eventually stop to pull out a gun, but he's not going to be able to finish me. And the important thing to figure out is when you're an invader, you don't get your hit points back as you get hurt. So he could have killed me if he had a lethal weapon, but instead he just had his shock weapons, which don't do enough damage. Now this last tip, I don't know if it's a glitch or what, guys. I'm just going to put the information out there and you guys determine what it is and use it or don't use it if you want. So this is kind of more of a troll thing I do, but it also gives me an advantage if I'm hacking them because it'll give me time while they're pretty much unable to do anything. So if you shoot somebody with your weapon in the game, like a gun, when you're invading and you kill them, you'll lose automatically, straight up. Now, I had it where I didn't record it, but if I shot someone when they were riding a drone, I blew the drone up and they fell to their death, and that didn't count against me, and they lost their character, as in they were taken out of action. And this one here, you'll see I drop a parcel on their head and kill them, and I don't get punished for it. So you can take enemy players out if you don't directly shoot them, as far as I'm aware. Alright, so those were my tips for being able to get the most out of your invasions. I truly hope you guys found some information here that's useful, and we'll be able to apply it on your next game.
Fucking idiot.